Hey everybody, Shane Severson here, Legacy Realty, just reaching out. Wanted to do our February market report. I hope you guys are finding these useful. Hopefully you're getting good information. We've got a lot to go over today. I've got lots of charts, graphs. I got some notes to keep me on track here so that we can get some good information out to you. I had mentioned that we, as a team at Legacy Realty here, we went to a class, and the class was titled, Are You in a Bubble? Are we in a bubble? And probably one of the greatest questions I get as a real estate agent and have most of my career is, are we in a bubble? Is the market going to drop? When is the right time to sell, buy? Are we at a peak? All of that. And most people, because of the prices here in Denver, are very concerned about the fact that we're in a peak and it's going to drop off. And no matter what you say as an agent, your opinions, people still feel like we're in a bubble. And so I was very excited, and I know a lot of our team of agents were excited about this class and wanted to get this information. And so it was put on by a gentleman that has a legal background in being an attorney and is a co-founder owner of one of our large title companies here. So they have all the statistics, they have ways of tracking all this, which is awesome. So he put on this class, a very educated guy, and gave a lot of education and good stats. I will also say these graphs and charts that I'm going to be talking about, I will put on my blog. If you don't see the blog that goes along with this, it's on our page on Facebook. So if you don't see or follow our Facebook stuff, go pull us up, Legacy Realty, and follow our page on social media on Facebook. And also I post this blog on our website, legacyrealtyonline.com. Go to our blog, you can find the market reports, and it will have these charts and all of that on there. So anyway, with that being said, look them up yourself. You can see what I'm talking about. It's great information. A couple things that I wanted to talk about very quickly that they talked about in this class, and they gave us lots of information, but three main charts that I want to address that shows us where we're at in the market and kind of proves to us and gives us stability in what we're talking about with this market. The first is our inventory. They talked about how important inventory is to whether we're in a seller's market or a buyer's market, meaning that in a seller's market, prices are climbing. You can get a lot more for your house. Buyers have a hard time getting into the market. Sellers can ask for more, as opposed to when the market does kind of tip and starts to head downward. There's more houses on the market. Buyers can get better deals, meaning that now it's more of a buyer's market and they're more in control of that market. So just to kind of give that breakdown. And they talked about how important inventory is to that market fluctuation. They said that statistically, in any given month, once you get to 6 months of inventory in any given month, then it goes into a buyer's market. So 6 months or more. What that basically looks like and what that means is if we do not add any sales, no homes for sale in a market, how long would it take us to run out of inventory? So if we have 6 months inventory, we don't add another house, it should take 6 months to run out, and then we're in a buyer's market if we're at those numbers. If you look at where we're at today, and we have been for quite a while, is we are at 0.8, meaning that in any given month, we don't even have enough houses for the buyers that we have. You can see the chart, you can see the graph. I think for the last 6 years, I put in my blog, we've been under 4 months inventory, and we're currently at 0.8. We don't see the market slowing down anytime soon. It takes a while to add that kind of inventory into a market. So I would not be concerned that we are in a bubble with that statistic. The other graph that they kind of put out, which was very interesting, I'd never seen, is affordability to homes. So what that looks like is they took the average income with the average price of house, and then also took with the interest rates at that time, which basically comes up with a debt ratio so that they could compare the affordability over time. And I think it went back since the 70s and showed us what those price comparisons are. If you're a buyer, if you're a seller, you've probably said, or I hear all the time, people stating buyers at this point cannot afford these homes. They're either going to move away or they're just not going to buy. And what's interesting with this statistic and with this graph, it shows that we are actually pretty similar than we've been affordability with homes since the 70s. There's been some fluctuations, times where it's been up, times where it's been down, but right now we're about right average where we've always been. In my blog, I gave an example. My grandparents bought their first house. I think it was about $20,000. A couple years later, 10 years later, whatever it was, when that price hit probably $40,000, they said people can never afford houses now. Something's wrong. Now you see how prices have gone up. We keep affording it. It's because of increase in income, increase of population, increase in all of those things, and the affordability is about the same. So we get freaked out that prices are going up. That's inflation. So is income. So is a lot of other things, and it is all pretty stable. Check out the graph. I know it's hard to believe, but look at it and you'll see what I'm talking about. With that stat, I really don't see that we're in a bubble, and I don't see our market slowing down anytime soon. Last one that I have seen that they brought up that I think you should go and look at is the prices, kind of backs up the others, prices of homes in Denver. They seem like they are just skyrocketing up, but when you look at it, and there's a fear that it's going to tip and just drop, but when you look since the 70s, houses in Denver have continually grown, and they just continue to go up. And there's only been 2 points since the 70s, almost, I think it was 71, that prices have actually dipped. That is from 85 to 89 they went down, and then in our huge, what we call huge drop, foreclosure boom, whatever, in 2006 to 2009, which, interesting, in those 3 years only dropped 15%. Those are the only 2 times since the 70s that our prices have ever dropped. I'm at guessing, with 50,000 people moving in, with incomes increasing, with the affordability being good in Denver, I don't think anything's changing. That's my opinion. That's the stats. Check them out for yourself. If you have any questions or would like to look at this, I got this whole big book, all these charts, all these graphs. If you would like to sit down sometime, let me know. I'll buy you coffee. We can talk about them, and you can look at them for yourself. So God bless you guys. I hope that was good information. I would not worry about a bubble. I would not worry about a huge drop. I think we are on a steady increase. God bless you guys. We'll see you next time.